Hey guys, today I'm going to make a quick video on how to replace the gas regulator on your Atwood furnace. If you remember, last time we did the gas regulator for the water heater, smelt propane again, fished around, discovered, oh, it's this guy now, and now we're going to replace it. So my particular furnace is the Atwood 8535-IV DCLP. First things first, you're going to want to make sure that you turn off your propane. My electrical is up there. Shut off all the electrical. I disconnected the RV from the land power, shore power. So right now we have no power going to anything. First things first is you want to remove the exhaust tube. Simple wing nut right here on my model. Wiggle it, pull it out. Of course, this is already disassembled. A little bit of corrosion, rust on this guy, so I'm going to take a wire brush to it, clean this guy up before we put it in there. And then I'm going to clean that guy up and take a wire brush, vacuum it out. Tools we needed to get to where I am: we needed a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the cover. We need a flathead screwdriver to remove these little screws from the back that hold the unit in, and we need a 3/16 inch wrench to undo the propane. First things first, I undid the propane, took that off. Then there was three, it'll probably help if I point, there were three screws holding this thing in. One of them was down here, one of them was in the corner here, and one of them was in the upper right corner. There's three pieces that hold this guy on. Then I noticed that this shroud here for the fan is also attached to everything. So I removed one screw from here, and I removed one screw from down here. This wing nut stays on, and this whole assembly will then come right out. Now you have to push the propane back a little bit to disconnect it. So you push that back, this whole thing will come right out. Now at this point we're going to have to start disconnecting some wires, so I suggest you either take a picture, maybe put some tape on the wires to see where they go, but the wires is pretty simple. We're just going to disconnect this guy from here, and then there's one that goes around bottom to the power. We're going to disconnect that guy from right there. And now this unit, with a little bit of motivation, is ready to come out. I guess I probably should have gotten this far first, huh? Okay, so unfortunately I don't have anything to hold this video right here, so we're going to take a pause while I pull this guy out, and then we'll show you what we're dealing with. Okay, so we've got the whole unit out. It wasn't pretty. It didn't come out super easy. And if you wanted to, or had a way to take that screw out, this whole assembly, no, never mind, that's a lie, because all of this is one piece. So yeah, I guess the whole thing comes out. Now we have our extra, or our new one here. My model is a 31150. And I believe, if I remember, I've had this for a while, there was a different part, but that part was discontinued. So I did a quick once over already, and these are the same piece. It is going to install like this, and all we're going to do is we're going to remove the 90-degree propane elbow. We're going to unscrew from the outlet, and then we're going to take the wires off of these guys and put them back on exactly how we found it. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll put this thing back together. Okay, so just another note that I just found out: in order to get this piece off, you need to remove the whole thing from the burner. To do that, there are two screws inside on this side of the burner that you have to unscrew. and that'll allow you to take it out. Also, you have to remove this shroud, which sits over this guy. And it has these little tiny like Phillips screws. They're almost like, they remind me of like sheet metal screws. I had a little bit of problems with these, so brought out the handy dandy PB blaster. A 1/4 inch socket will fit, but on my little screw extension here, I have just a fitting that you would put like drill bits and stuff in, and this thing worked great. I don't even know what size it is. It's not marked. It's just, you know, you got your different bits, you can put them in here. This thing worked perfect. It fit like a charm. That 1/4 inch was a little big. The 6mm was too small. 7mm was too big. Like a 6.5mm is probably right. I don't know if they even make one of those, but okay. So just real quick, this is where we're at. I've got the wiring hooked up here. I was able to get the 90 out. I was able to get the burner tube out. And just like the last video, these two things did not want to come out of here. So I hit them with some PB blaster. I ended up having to take it inside and put it on a vise. And they took a lot of persuasion to come loose. So, you know, you can't get them out yourself. Sometimes they're a pain in the butt. During the past 20 minutes I've been wrestling with these guys, I thought, why didn't I just buy new ones? But anyway, they're out. So we're going to wire brush them, clean them up a little bit before we put them in the new guy. And this is where we're at right now. Okay, so here's where we sit. We've got our brand new gas valve wired up, installed back onto the frame. We've got our exhaust port, which I took a wire brush on the drill and really cleaned this up. Also, I took a wire brush inside here, tried to clean it up. I don't know if it did any good, but then I vacuumed it out, so it's nice and clean in there. And we're gonna go ahead and just reinstall this in reverse order. We only have 4 screws left, which is good, because we'll need 1 to secure here, 2, 3, 4 to install this again. We'll go ahead and get it plugged in and see how she works. Okay, so we are back installed. Giving it a test run. Looks like everything's working good. The heater's blowing. The exhaust is blowing hot. We've got the flame. Just a little side note, I did put some anti-seize on all these little screws as I put them back in. Even the ones back on the top bracket of the regulator, just because some of them were pretty hard to get off, and I wasn't sure if I'd have to ever get back in here. I like to put a little anti-seize on things just to make sure it's not as difficult the second time. The other thing is, I just want to give a shout out to pdxrvwarehouse.com. They're the ones I got this part from, 31150. I will list a link to the part for this particular furnace, as well as a link to PDX RV Warehouse. They've got a great, gosh, how would you even describe it? They have diagrams of every single part for these older RVs, and it breaks it down literally to everything. They've got it blown out, and it allows you to pick and choose what you want. It's really simple. It's probably the best site I've seen. It's where I also got my regulator for the water heater. Really easy to choose from. I haven't had a problem ordering from them. Again, they have the diagrams of everything, and it's just a really good resource. Give them a shot, see what you think. Anywho, those links will go in the bottom. Everything seems to be working pretty good. I'm going to turn it off, wait a little bit, give it the sniff test, make sure I don't smell propane, and if not, we are good to go. So that is how you replace the regulator on this particular Atwood furnace. All right, take care, guys.